My name is Stephanie, and it is my great pleasure to talk to you today. Let me say a few words about myself before we start the content of the session. I am a global agency director, and I work with Microsoft Advertising, and I have the honor of leading the relationship with our most important independent agency partners in continental Europe. I'll talk about a topic today which is dear to most of us in the industry, and that is the impact and potential of generative AI on the creative sector and the digital marketing industry as a whole. So we'll talk about prevailing narratives today. I've brought demos from the latest innovations of Microsoft AI, because that's the organization that I work for. Then we will look at how generative AI is already changing the consumer behavior, and I will close off with some recommendations of our AI power users so that we can all get ahead with generative AI. So hopefully that's a good mix and start for this 2025 edition of E-commerce Berlin. Now, we all know AI represents a huge opportunity at the moment for all industries, but especially for media. AI is fundamentally shaking up and changing the industry. There's a structural shift underway in how the media industry does things, from content creation to production, but also advertising and monetization, all driven by generative AI. And the pace of change is accelerating. We are seeing a lot of businesses trying to transform while having to keep the lights, right? So this is incredibly difficult. At the same time, when we look at the autocomplete searches of the term, is AI going to, it reveals people's insecurities and concerns. AI is going to be the most transformative technology of our time, and it has so much potential to do good. But when we look at these autocomplete searches, there's no way that we can find, is AI going to help me be better at my job? Or will AI provide me with new skills or save me time? Instead, people are worried about losing their jobs and losing some of our most creative industries. Or in the worst case, AI is completely taking over the world. So there's a prevailing narrative around AI that it will lead to job replacement, specifically in sectors like the creative sector. 2 years into AI at work, and we've now come to the hard part of any tech disruption, moving past experimentation to business transformation. So in order to understand how it's going, we've surveyed over 31,000 people in more than 30 countries. We've analyzed labor trends and hiring trends on LinkedIn, and we've looked at the productivity patterns of our Microsoft 365 customers globally. And while it is true that many people think AI might replace their job, when you look at the data, it tells a more nuanced story. We are seeing a talent paradox, and 46% of people consider quitting their jobs this year. At the same time, 55% of leaders tell us they are concerned about filling key roles. So there's a hidden talent shortage, and it is specifically high in creative design. So what is it going to be then? Me versus AI or me and AI? Well, knowledge workers have made their choice. People are future-proofing their careers. We've seen a 142 times increase in LinkedIn members adding AI skills like ChatGPT or Copilot to their profiles, with creative roles like design, marketing, and writing leading the way. This is why globally, over 60% of creators are already harnessing the power of generative AI. In Germany, 36% of knowledge workers in the media industry use AI daily to monthly. With this rapid adoption of AI across the workforce, we showcase its transformative power for our industries. Our customers want to know from us how they can adapt as quickly as possible, how they can transform workflows themselves, how they can do things better, faster, cheaper, through automation and optimization by leveraging data and AI. And all customers we talk to want to understand the metadata behind their content better than they've ever been able to. And this is certainly your case as well. So personalization, increased segmentation and personalization, and summarization for advertising, those are among the things that generative AI can do in its current form, and they will only become more targeted over time. At Microsoft and Microsoft Advertising, we help brands and their media agencies to figure out how they can apply AI in the best way to better meet these new and dynamic market requirements. And as marketers, we know it is not enough to just reach people. We have to build lasting connections and meaningful connections across the consumer's physical and digital lives. But capturing attention is hard, right? In fact, it's a saturated, hard to capture attention media landscape out there. So brands will have to adapt by moving from upper mid and lower purchase funnel considerations to hyper-relevancy at all times, while providing seamless experiences across screens in the near future. So as you are reimagining your media mix in the era of generative AI, I would like to highlight 3 scenarios for you that showcase how Microsoft innovates and how we partner with the media and advertising ecosystem to unlock the promise of AI. First, let's have a look at what an AI-connected media buy might look like and why advertising ecosystems might be the right forward for you. We have scale and it still matters, right? It matters very much. So Microsoft is the only ecosystem that is powered by the world's dominant operating system, Windows. And Windows is huge, with over 1.4 billion devices worldwide and an average market share of around 70%. People use their Windows PCs constantly across work and life and spend on average 4 hours per day on their devices. Now, that's a lot of signal. So you can see this as our flywheel. The more people are using Windows, the more people stay in the Microsoft ecosystem and the more consented first-party data there is, helping you connect with diversified audiences across work, at play, or in life, and connecting you with one of the largest full-funnel solutions of the industry. And because your stories need canvases to be projected, at Microsoft Advertising, we help you deliver your marketing messages in a simplified way at scale. This is why we have diversified our ecosystem, providing you with unique storytelling canvases across our search engine Bing, our social business network LinkedIn, our premium Microsoft first-party properties and third-party supply, including a global marketplace for premium video and CTV buying with a wide range of video publisher partners. In 2024, we welcomed Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. ABM delivers ABM delivers premium content across various platforms to a massive global audience and places Xbox uniquely at the center of our entertainment ecosystem. It makes us your #1 partner for gaming and entertainment worldwide. This ecosystem that you see here allows you to connect with a diversified audience across their full digital life. With this massive scale and reach across the consumer journey, you can create strategic advertising experiences across such impactful media touchpoints that are gaming and streaming. Now, data shows, and we all know, that 9 out of 10 people use a second device when watching TV. What you might not know is that gamers who often game while watching TV are much more likely to stream and are 5 times more likely to convert on a video ad compared to the general internet population. In a recent study that we've conducted with a premium video publisher, We have showcased that within 30 minutes of starting a show, users streaming content completed a parallel shopping conversion. And as you can see here, the conversion windows shortens through the evening show hours. Now, that's a perfect example of the power of the big screen, in this case, the CTV, and our personal screen, that's the mobile phone, of course. I will have brought you a video that showcases how Microsoft and ScreenFlow AI are co-innovating the integration of advertising placement and e-commerce across the consumer experience on several media touchpoints to boost the monetization of brand assets and the value for advertisers. Now that was an example of how generative AI can help us connect the consumer journey. Now the second aspect of reimagining advertising in the era of generative AI is personalizing the consumer journey. That is of course nothing new, but the art of what's possible now has expanded. What's different with AI is that we have far greater context and memory to truly tailor content to us in a hyper-personalized way at scale. It will, of course, depend on every user's preference and choice to which extent they want to exchange data for more relevancy and better advertising experiences. But we believe that when people see what's possible, they will gladly make that exchange for more delightful experience. At Microsoft, we are working on creating an AI companion for everyone. And our AI-powered companion is Copilot. Copilot understands the context of your life, remembers all the little details that are most helpful in any situation, and is closely aligned with your interests. And most importantly, Copilot safeguards your privacy. Now let me show you an example of the newest version of Copilot and the look and feel and the tone. When you look at the video animation that I will now activate, concentrate on the dark green bubbles and the voice that is associated with that. This is the Copilot.
Guess who's dog sitting? Which celeb does he remind you of?
Oh, he's totally one of the Chris's. You know, the one with the friendly eyes and that megawatt smile.
Nailed it. Obviously superhero material.
For sure. And his superpower, puppy dog eyes.
He's begging me for walkies. Where's good around here?
I've got just the thing. Check out these awesome dog parks nearby.
So what we want to achieve with this newest version of our AI companion is to simplify and declutter the constant daily flow of information, offer support and also encouragement when you want it. With your permission, Copilot will ultimately be able to act on your behalf, smoothing life's complexities a little bit and give you time back to focus on what matters most to you. Ads have been part of our Bing Copilot conversational searches from the beginning, and we've now integrated them into the conversation, creating a more seamless connection between the organic content and the sponsored content. We call this ad voice, and it invites the users to discover the advertising content by making a reference to the previous content. This way, we're delivering greater transparency and also tying the pieces together in a more complementary way. Since Copilot was first grounded in our search engine Bing in February 2023, we have delivered over 13 billion conversational searches. And what we are seeing is that the advertising experiences in these conversational search spaces deliver better advertising value. Click rates, as you can see here, are 69% higher across all advertising formats on average, and clicks happen fast. 82% within the first 60 seconds, which is suggesting high relevancy to audience intent. Conversion rates, as you can also see, are also much higher. But most importantly, generative AI is reshaping the consumer journey and significantly accelerating purchase pathways. Consumer journeys that include Copilot reduce the average consumer decision time by 1/3, from just under 30 days on average to a bit over 20. So much to how generative AI will help us personalize the consumer journey. Now, when we think about how generative AI can assist with optimizing digital campaigns across the marketing spectrum, there are many ways AI can assist you and your organization. I could have brought examples and cases for each of the tasks of the marketing value chain, but I would like to highlight two aspects today, and those are copy generation and campaign execution. These following examples are based on joint work of Microsoft with the WPP advertising agency. They demonstrate multimodal image-to-text and video-to-text AI applications that enable WPP to do what every media company we talk to wants to do. They all want to better understand the content on the metadata behind their content and then use those insights to boost the monetization of their assets across various platforms, leveraging generative AI for increased personalization and better advertising value. Here you see an example of campaign execution and the AI tool that is able to predict the impact of video content and suggests improvements based on audience expectations. And here we see how the fusion of AI and human creativity enables marketers not only to create visual content that is engaging, but also resonates emotionally. These capabilities that we are championing with our partners in the industry will eventually integrate our Copilot assistants in the advertising UI. Today already, Copilot in the advertising platform helps you create campaigns, optimize your campaigns, and gives you concise summaries of your marketing performance across key areas. So you've seen it, Copilot is integral of Microsoft's future vision of how we're going to interact with AI. You can see Copilot is your overarching AI-powered companion that assists you across our marketing and applications platforms at Microsoft. We believe, or you could also see it as the UI through which the users will interact with artificial intelligence, much like a graphical user interface helps people interact with software applications. As we look towards the future, we are working to help marketers fully leverage the potential of generative AI to drive better business outcomes. Short term, we will make Copilot available through API. In this way, not only the media buying will be easier and simpler, but also creative decisions can be optimized by generative AI in real time. Now, as we move towards the agentic future, we want to empower brands and their agency partners to seamlessly integrate with the co-pilot experience through an ecosystem of co-pilots. The following video will give you some inspiration of what that might look like. You will see a multimodal retail co-pilot agents and how it transforms consumer experience through seamless integration with a natural user interface.
All right, let me ask the agent here.
Hey, Seth, how's it going? What can I help you with today?
I am fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm in such a hurry. I'm gonna go on an overnight camping hike where we're camping all this. It's gonna be dark, cold. Should I use these shoes? It's the mountains. It's probably gonna be cold.
Great, no worries. Let me take a look. Ah, those are the Trek Star hiking sandals. While they're fantastic for summer hikes and keeping your feet cool, they might not be the best choice for cold
Oh my goodness. So,
mountain conditions.
okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Pick the best thing that I should use, and can you just add it to my cart? Just one product.
No worries. Let's go with the Trek Ready hiking boots. They're durable, provide great ankle support, and most importantly, they'll keep your feet warm in the cold mountains. I'll add them to your cart now.
Oh,
Ready for checkout?
I see that. Amazing. Muchísimas gracias. Espero que me vaya bien en el campamento.
De nada, Seth. Disfruta de tu campamento y mantente caliente con esas botas. Buena suerte y diviértate en las montañas.
Okay, well, there's of course no apparent need to switch from English to Spanish, and as a female shopper, I also find it counterintuitive to only ask for one product, right? But this is in the interest of the demo that showcases how through the new vision capability of Copilot, Copilot sees what we see and is able to talk to us about it in real time. Copilot also understands the web content and a user consumes, can answer questions about it, suggest next steps, and seamlessly integrates with our requests without interrupting our workflows. So at Microsoft, we want to create a peaceful and calmer and more supportive era of technology, unlike anything that we've seen so far. And we believe that it will foster a sense of co-creation by inviting users to become an active part of the content they consume. This trend is a shift in behavior, and it will change completely the way individuals will want to interact with technology and the value that they will seek out of it. So it's a really good time for every single one of us to get ahead with generative AI and build our own AI skills. And the recipe is really to think bigger when you interact with Copilot. Give it a challenge. Don't keep it small. Also, ask for more to get more. It's really almost the opposite of traditional search. Ask for more and elaborate. And remember, AI is an iterative process, so always think ahead of the next steps. And then think broader, think across environments and applications to get a more comprehensive response. And if you do that, you will get it right. At Microsoft, we want to build a better future, one that fosters a sense of community, that is built with your best interest in mind, that safeguards your privacy and gives you more time back to concentrate on what matters to you, and that ultimately makes the digital world infinitely accessible to all.
Access to art is access to our humanity. Expanding access, especially for those in the low vision and blind community, enriches the value of art for all. Tech and AI have the potential to bring the blind and low vision community into the fold. My name is Floris Horstman, and I'm a member of that community. I've born with low vision, and over the years it decreased a little bit. I see art as like a collective good. I think everyone should be able to have access to art. Here at the Rijksmuseum, with the help of technology and AI, we can really make more meaningful, user-friendly experiences, making it more accessible for everyone.
I'm Katelijn Denenkamp. I'm Manager Accessibility of the Rijksmuseum. There are so many artworks in the museum. There are almost 1 million. Everybody worldwide can see these artworks in our online collection, but there's a big group, the blind people and the people with low vision, who have no access to this online collection.
Our goal is to make art descriptions for the whole collection, describing the mood and describing the scene.
To describe ourselves, it would have taken hundreds of years. With AI, we can do this in a matter of hours. The collaboration with Microsoft and the collaboration with the community is very important to make this project successful.
We worked with subject matter experts from the community. We tried to capture all those insights in order to improve the art descriptions. We want to really include people in the process.
I have a strong relationship to art. I studied cultural heritage and art history. My experience with partial blindness started from birth, so this is all I know. Art museums usually focus on visual presentation of art, so I felt very excluded from most of the conversation. What they try to do here can be a great example to accommodate more people to feel welcome in museums.
I was diagnosed with Usher syndrome that causes hearing loss and blindness. While I have low vision, I'm looking for alternative ways to experience art. AI-generated descriptions are so detailed. In my imagination, I can paint the artwork.
The subject is a male with a reddish beard and mustache, featuring hints of brown and white. His green eyes gaze directly. His skin is pale, with pink cheeks. He wears a straw hat, light colored, dynamic, visible brushstrokes that add texture and movement.
We're only at the beginning of the journey to make the Rijksmuseum accessible for blind people and people with low vision. I hope we inspire all the museums in the world to make their artworks accessible for everyone worldwide.
When we strengthen our access to culture, we strengthen the culture itself, connecting our shared humanity. Art is for everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Thank you very much.